Hey Crusaders, I've got a strategy for you today. It's kind of meant for those of you who like to play a lot of numbers, at least to start with. It covers all the box numbers, and it's a good one to play if you're the shooter maybe. It does use the pass line. So anyways, hope you get something out of it. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay, so let me give you a quick overview of how this strategy works. We are going to play the pass line. So there's our $10 pass line bet. Going to wait for a point to be established. Let's say it's a 5. Once that's done, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get all the other box numbers covered except for that 5. So we're going to put $10 on the 4, 9, and 10, and then we're going to put $12 each on the 6 and 8. The 5 is covered by a $10 pass line bet. Okay, so that's step 1. From this point, we're going to be looking for either 2 or possibly 3 hits, and here's what determines that. If one of our first 2 hits are a 4 or a 10, 2 hits is going to be good enough for us. If neither of our first 2 hits are a 4 or a 10, we're going to want a 3rd hit. So just remember that for now. Let's talk about the 2-hit scenario first. So let's say right off the bat we hit a 4. It's going to pay us $18. There's the 18. I'll move this over here. That's going to pay us 18. Just throw it in the rack. So that's our first hit. We only need one more hit. Why? Because our first hit was a 4 or a 10. So let's say our second hit is an 8. It's going to pay 14. There's the 14. And we stick that in our rack. Okay, and then here's what we do. With the 2-hit scenario, we've racked our winnings. And then what we do is we take everything down except our 6 and 8. We use $10 of that money we just took down to put behind our pass line bet as an odds bet. And we throw the rest in our rack. So at this point, we're going to have the 6 working for us, the 8 working for us, and the 5 with a little bit of odds working for us. And where do we stand here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 52. So we're down $12. We've got all of this working for us. And from this point, we're going to just kind of switch to a collect, press, alternating aspect. And you'll see that during the live roll. Okay, so that is the 2-hit scenario. So let's go over the 3-hit scenario real quick. Again, we're going to have a $10 pass line bet put out there. Let's just leave the point at 5, or the new point is 5 again to keep things easy. Again, let's get all the box numbers covered except that 5. The pass line's taking care of that. So again, we're out there for 64. Sometimes you'll only be out there for 62. You know, like if the point's a 6 or an 8, you're gonna have to put $2 less out there, for example. So there's some little things you'll see as we're doing the live roll. But we've got 64 out there. So we're gonna do the 3-roll scenario now. Let's say the first roll is an 8. It's gonna pay 14. There's the 14. Let's say the second roll is a 6. Again, is going to pay 14. So neither of our first 2 hits have been a 4 or a 10, so we're going to look for a 3rd hit. Let's say we get a little lucky. Let's say our 3rd hit's actually a 10. That's going to pay 18. So there's the 18. So first thing you're going to do is put all that money in your rack. Okay, and the next thing you're going to do is with the 3-hit situation is you're just going to take down your least 2 likely numbers to hit, which are going to be the 4 and the 10 in this case. Again, you're going to take $10 and use that behind your pass line for odds. And so let's see where we stand. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56. So we're down a little less. Remember, because we started with 64 out there. So I guess we're down only $8 in this scenario. And there's one other difference. We kind of get rewarded for that 3rd hit. because we don't just have the 6 and the 8 and whatever the point is. We've got an extra number working for us as well right off the bat. From this point, we're going to, again, alternate between collecting and pressing and spreading out our numbers. So that's the general way we're going to start this, and you'll see some of the other things just as we're playing it out live. Okay, for this strategy, I've got 200 in black, 300 in red, and another 50 bucks. And we're going to start off with simply a $10 pass line bet. Let's get a point set. 12 is an insta loser for the pass line. So we're simply going to replace that and try to do a little better. There's a 7, come out winner. Pay the pass line. All right, even Steven. Okay, finally we got a point set. Point is 5. And so what we're going to do is get all these box numbers covered. The 5 is taken care of by our pass line bet. So on the 4, 6, 9, and 10, we're going to place $10 bets, $12 bets on the 6 and 8. We're looking for that first hit. There's a 10. So we're only going to need 2 hits this time because we did hit a far outside number on one of our first 2 rolls. So that $10 10 is going to pay $18. There's the 18. I forgot why that was in there. That's from the 7 on the come out roll. All right, that's hit 1. Looking for our second hit. And we can't get it. We throw an early 7. So take all this down. And let's try again. $10 on the pass line. And there's a 7 winner. We'll take it. Back-to-back 7s. Three 7s in a row. Four 7s in a row. It's actually making me kind of nervous. There's a 5, 3, 2, 5. All right, points 5. Let's get our box numbers set up. Here we go. 3, craps 3. Doesn't mean anything. Yo, 11. There's a 9. Hit 1 is a 9. It's going to pay 14. Here's the $14. All right, let's look for hit number 2. There's a 5. That's the point. Hitting points doesn't count as towards our second or third hit. So we're just going to pay the $10 for hitting our pass line bet. Leave our pass line bet out there. None of our box numbers are currently working. 8, hard 8 is the new point. So we're going to move what was on our 8 over to the 5. That means $2 we're just going to put back in our bankroll. And we're looking for our second hit, remember. Here's a 9. It's going to pay 14. So neither of our first 2 hits were a 4 or a 10. So we are looking for that third hit. All right, looking for hit number 3. Here's an 8. Still, we haven't got our third hit. That's a point. It's going to pay us $10. Take the puck down. Again, these bets aren't working right now. 6. Okay, so the new point 6. Simply slide that over to the 8. We're looking for that third hit. Yo, 11. Okay, there's a 9. That's our third hit. It's going to pay 14. I'm going to go 25 for 11, actually, for that 14. Okay, and remember, after that third hit, we're going to take down the 2 most difficult numbers to roll, which are the 4 and the 10. We're going to use 10 of that to put behind our pass line bet as an odds bet. And here we go. Here's a 9. It's It's going to pay 14. I'm going to go 15 for 1 this time. And we are going to put that in our rack. Next time we'll press. Here we go. Here's a 5. So again, $14 payout. And I think what I'm going to do with it is take the 8 up a unit. And actually I'm going to take the 8 up 2 units. You know, you do whatever you want here at this point, but I'm gonna definitely do the collect, press, alternating thing. 4, hard 4. There's a 5. It's gonna pay 14. I'm gonna go 15 for 1 again. And I'm just gonna collect. We'll press next time. Okay, there's another 5. So 14. Let's go 15 for 1. And this time I'm going to take the 5 and 9 up 1, and the other $5 increment I'm going to put behind my pass line for my odds bet. Here we go. Okay, there's a 5. We got 15 out there now, so it's going to pay 21. I'm going to go 25 for 4. And this time we rack it. Yo, 11. There's a 6. That's a good one. That's the point. So I'm going to move this over a little so you can see it better. So it's going to pay $10 for our pass line bet. And we've got 15 in odds, which is going to pay 18. There's the 18. And we're sticking that in our rack. Okay, so a decision we have here, new points. We could just leave that out there and play with that now, wait for a point to be established, leave that out there and play it. We could put another $10 on the pass line during the come out roll. Let's just do that. Okay, so there's a 4, hard 4. And let's go ahead and keep our $10 odds behind that pass line too. I took that from the rack. You don't have to. I'm kind of ad-libbing a bit now, just what I feel like doing. We're through that. We got our 2 or 3 hits. We're collecting some money. Now we can start doing whatever you want to do. And I'm glad I did that. Look at that, hard 4. Okay, so the pass line's going to get paid the 10, and then the $10 behind the pass line is going to get paid 20. I'm going to go 25 for 5 on that. I'm going to rack it all. All right, we're back to where we started again. Last time I'm going to go ahead and put $10 on the pass line again. And 8 is the new point. So 8's the point. I'm going to slide this over to the 6. I'm going to keep my $10 odds behind the pass line. And here we go. And a 7 out. Okay. So we had a good roll there. We needed a good roll. We had some not the best luck prior. And now we're ready to start over from scratch. So there's our $10 pass line bet. 7 is a winner on the come out roll. Yo, 11, winner. 6. So the point is 6. Let's get our box bet set up. We'll be in for 62 this time. And here we go. 8. Our first hit is an 8. Notice it's not one of the far outside numbers. So that's going to pay 14. And I think I already said this, but our first 2 hits or 3 hits always goes towards paying off our risk. Back-to-back 8s, hard 8. We are going to need 3 hits this time because neither of our first 2 were a 4 or 10. So 14, I'm going to pay it at 25 to 11. And looking for that third hit. Don't get it this time, 7 out. The good news is we did get 2 hits anyways. We got to put $28 against that 64 we had bet out there. So it wasn't a total loss. Alrighty, $10 on the pass line, here we go. 7 is a winner on the come out roll. I think we had a few of those last time too, some 7, 11 winners before we ever set a point. That actually helped us. Okay, 10 is the point this time. And we're all set up. Here we go. 8. It's going to pay 14. Let's go 15 for 1. That's hit 1. Another 8. 14, I'm going to go 25 for 11. That's hit 2. We're going to need a third one. 2, craps 2. There's a 6. That's hit 3. Again, it's going to pay 14. I'm going to go 15 for 1. And remember, after that third hit, what we do is we take down the 2 hardest numbers to hit, which in this case is the 4 and actually the 9. We use 10 of it to put behind our pass line bet as odds. Now we're going to collect, and the next time we'll press, and then we'll alternate. Here's a 5. It's going to pay 14. I'm going to go 15 for 1. And we 7'd out. Too bad. A reasonable roll, you know, not much more than a wash. We didn't get to that point anyways where we were starting to make a lot of money. All right, $10 on the pass line. Here we go. 4 is the point. I'm gonna get some change. Okay, looking for hit 1. That's a 12 boxcars. Back-to-back boxcars, actually. There's a 5. That one, Big Red peeked at me for a second, but it rolled over to the 5. Okay, so that's going to pay 14, and that is the first hit. That's a yo 11. There's an 8 for hit 2. So again, 14. I'm going to go 25 for 11. And we're looking for that third hit. That's a good one. There's a 10. So we're going to get paid $18 on that. There's the 18, first of all. That's our third hit, which means what? Means we take down our 2 hardest numbers to hit, which are going to be the 10 and the 5. Use 10 of that for our odds bet. Okay, so we've got 3 numbers working for us, and it's nice that our 9 has, we have 4 numbers working for us, sorry. That's the beauty of once you survive the 3 hits, you have an extra number. 1, 2, 3, and the point with odds working for you. Man, I deserve that. Big 7 rolled after that, after I kind of messed up how I was explaining it, fixed it, turned it into a long talk. Then I throw a 7. Okay. Back to the $10 pass line bet. 5 is the point. All right, we're set up again, looking for our first hit. There's a 5, that's the point, so it doesn't count as a hit. We simply take the $10, leave our pass line bet out there. Box bets are not working. 6 is going to be the new point. So we'll slide that over, which means we'll take $2 of it back. And another 7. All right, first of all, I'm going to get some change. Our $10 pass line bet's out there. 3 is an instant loser. There's an 8. So the point is 8. Get the box bet set up. And here we go. Here's a 5. It's going to pay 14 for our first hit. Hit number 1 is in the books. Okay, there's a 6. It's going to be another 14. I'm going to go 25 for 11. And looking for that third hit. 3, craps 3. And there's the third hit. It's a 5. It's going to pay 14. I'm going to go 25 for 11 again. Okay, that's our third hit. So what's that mean? We take down the 4 and the 10, the hardest 2 to roll, supposedly, statistically. Use 10 of it for our odds bet. So we've got the 5, 6, and 9 box bets working for us, as well as the 8 is our place bet with our odds. Okay, there's a 5. It's going to pay 14. Go 25 for 11 again. And we're just going to collect this time. 3, craps 3. That's a 10, 6, 4. Okay, there's an 8. That's a good one. That's the point. We're going to get paid even money on our pass line. Our $10 behind it's going to pay 12. I'm going to take that to the rack. We could leave 10 of it out there for the pass line, I guess. I'll just take another 10 from my bank. Okay, looking for a new point. Box bets aren't working. That's a 6, 5, 1, 6. There's that. We'll move the 6 over to the 8, and I'm going to keep that $10 odds bet going. Take that out of my rack. You don't have to. That's up to you. Here's a 10, 6, 4, 10. 4, easy 4. Okay, there's an 8. We've got 12 out there is going to pay 14. Let's go 25 for 11. And I'm going to rack it. I'll press next time. Here's a 9. Okay, so that's going to pay, we've got 10 out there, is going to pay 14. There's the 14. And I think I'm going to take my 8 up 2 units, throw a couple bucks in the rack, and here we go. So we've got a little more money on the 8, a little more on the 6 with our odds bet. See if we can hit one. That's a 11, yo 11. Okay, there's a 6, that's the point. So again, even money on the pass line, and then we're going to get $12 on the odds. Let's rack it. All right, I got my pass line bet replaced. 3, so that's an instant lose. Try again. Here's a 7, winner on the come out roll. 4, hard 4. Okay, so the point's 4, and I'm going to keep 10 odds behind there. Here we go. And 7'd out right away there. Okay, so I've got, looks like 31 or 32, actually looks like 30. 30 bucks there, not enough to go another round. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see where we stand. We had some runs both ways of bad luck and good luck. So let me add it up. Okay, so here's where we wrapped up with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 55, 57. 657, started with 550. Anyways, hopefully that's there's some things from that strategy you might consider using. I could see this strategy as being something you maybe try playing if you're already up a little, doing something else, because you are kind of starting out a little heavy. I really appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe, and I will keep these coming. Have a good one.